Everyone knows the blue streets. Instagram, right? Picturesque, sure, but few walk beyond them into the mountain soul of Morocco. Chefchaouen, lovely as she is, holds just a taste of the real Rif. Emerald-cloaked peaks call to us, whispering of something beyond, something ancient, something real. We leave the blue-washed alleys, the scent of hashish lingering faintly. Our Land Cruiser bumps along a road that's more suggestion than promise. Each turn reveals a view more stunning than the last. Valleys, carpeted in terraced fields, ancient villages clinging to hillsides like goats themselves. The air here is different, crisp, clean, scented with pine and wood smoke. This is the air of a different Morocco. The Rif Mountains, they get under your skin. Not just the beauty, though gods know there's enough to make a man forget his own name. It's the quiet, the way the sunlight filters through the cedar and pine forests, dappling the ground in shifting patterns. It's the feel of the wind, cool and sharp against your face, carrying the scent of wild herbs and distant rain. We wind our way higher, the air thinning. Terraced fields give way to forests, dense, primeval, alive with the rustle of unseen creatures. These are the lungs of Morocco, the source of life-giving water and ancient stories whispered on the wind. You can feel the history here, layered like the rock strata in every stone and gnarled branch. Forget your paved roads and street signs. Up here, the paths are centuries old, worn smooth by generations of donkeys and weathered feet. Villages appear as if by magic, tucked into folds of the mountain, their ochre walls blending seamlessly with the earth. We walk these paths, the silence broken only by the crunch of gravel underfoot and the distant bleating of sheep. Children, eyes bright with curiosity, peek from doorways. Women, their faces etched with the stories of the mountains, tend to their tasks with a quiet dignity that commands respect. Life here is hard, unforgiving, but there's a strength in these people, a resilience born of generations spent wrestling a living from this unforgiving landscape. Life in these villages follows the rhythm of the sun and the seasons. Dawn breaks early, painting the mountains in hues of pink and gold. Men, their faces weathered by sun and wind, lead their flocks to pasture. Women bake bread in communal ovens, the air thick with the aroma of yeast and wood smoke. Children chase chickens through narrow alleys, their laughter echoing off the ancient stone walls. There's a timeless quality to it all, a sense that life here has changed little in centuries. And yet there's a quiet resilience too, a determination to hold on to their way of life in the face of modernization creeping ever closer. They are the guardians of a vanishing world, these mountain people, and their story is one worth listening to. Where hospitality is woven into walls. We find ourselves guests in one such village, welcomed with open arms and smiles as warm as the mint tea they offer. Their home is simple: mud brick walls, a thatched roof, a single room where life unfolds in its entirety. But what they lack in material possessions, they more than make up for in generosity. The floor is covered with hand-woven rugs, the walls adorned with intricately patterned textiles. The food, simple but delicious, is laid out on a low table. Olives, bread, still warm from the oven. A tagine simmered over charcoal, its aroma filling the room with the sense of spice and earth. We eat, drink, and share stories, the language barrier melting away in the face of shared humanity. A tapestry of crafts and ancient knowledge. These villages are repositories of ancient knowledge, passed down through generations. We watch in fascination as women weave intricate patterns on looms older than time, their nimble fingers transforming wool into works of art. Men carve intricate designs into wood, their tools humming with the rhythm of centuries. Every object tells a story, every craft a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring power of tradition. There's a quiet pride in their work, a sense of connection to something larger than themselves. These aren't just souvenirs, they're pieces of a living heritage imbued with the spirit of the mountains themselves. Forests whispering with 1,000 tales. We venture deeper into the forests, the air thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. Giant cedar trees, some said to be over 1,000 years old, tower overhead, their branches forming a cathedral-like canopy. Sunlight filters through the leaves, dappling the forest floor in ever-shifting patterns of light and shadow. There's a sense of peace here, of being held by something ancient and wise. The forest whispers stories of times long past, of Berber tribes who roamed these mountains, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature. It's a place where the veil between worlds feels thin, where the spirits of the ancestors seem to linger in the rustling leaves and the whisper of the wind. A feast for the senses, a balm for the soul, as the sun begins its descent, painting the sky in vibrant hues of orange and purple, we find ourselves back in the village. The air is filled with the sounds of life, children playing, women calling to one another, the bleating of sheep returning from pasture. We sit with our hosts, sipping sweet mint tea as the stars begin to appear in the velvet sky. There's a deep sense of contentment here, a feeling of being utterly present in the moment. The world outside, with all its complexities and anxieties, feels a million miles away. Here, in the heart of the Rif Mountains, surrounded by the warmth and generosity of the Berber people, we find a sense of peace that we've been searching for without even knowing it. The true colors of the Rif. We leave the next day, our hearts full, our senses overwhelmed by the beauty and generosity we've experienced. The blue streets of Chefchaouen are beautiful, yes, but it's here, in the hidden villages of the Rif Mountains, that the true colors of Morocco are revealed. The colors of resilience and kindness, of ancient traditions and deep connection to the land. The colors of a way of life that's slowly vanishing, but whose spirit endures in the hearts of the people who call these mountains home. Here, the real stories of the Rif unfold in simplicity and color. Remember that the next time you see a picture-perfect postcard, there's a whole world waiting just beyond the blue.